Moxie. Moxie. Come here, Moxie. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Moxie.
My ex-boyfriend's family named their dog Moxie, and I was like, after.
So my friend's name is has a dog named Moxie, by the way. Golden Retriever. Love it. Okay. Every time she says stuff about Moxie, right, Jen, if you're listening, I keep thinking she's talking about you, but she's just talking about her dog.
My mom used to call me the dog's name whenever like something was happening and I should have been scolded. It was at the time it was Sadie. Sadie, and I'm like, it's I'm not gonna say my real name, but she would just be like, and I would say, Mom, you always call me the dog Maggie or Sadie whenever she was upset. Why is that? Like, I have a twin sister. Why don't I get called her name? Because she doesn't get in trouble. I'm not upset with your sister.
Okay.
So there's that.
You know? I know.
You know?
What's on your mind today? Anything? What's going on?
Okay, so as we know, I am single and I adventure or dabble rather the dating scenes.
I'm single too.
And the dating apps. I'm not on any of them currently, but I have been on and off, and it's always the same. And there's a question that it frankly annoys me.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's a question so much as a statement, and I get told it quite a bit from men. I don't hear this so much from women as I hear it from men, and it's, you can't possibly have friends of the opposite sex.
What?
Excuse me?
Yes,
If you have male friends as a female, it means that they couldn't sleep with you or date you, so therefore they'll settle for being your friend.
I'm friends with a lot of females.
I'm friends with a lot of males that I just have no interest in.
I think I have more friends of females.
But that's what I hear.
Females and acquaintances than I do male. Excuse me.
So that confuses me. That statement confuses me because I often hear men say, I have more female friends than I have male friends, and that's more acceptable than for women to have a number of male friends.
But excuse me, I don't know what's going on here, but there's a lot of females that have a lot of male friends that I know, and they just hang around with each other.
Yeah, but
that's all.
That's because they need to be close to you, and they couldn't get you any other way. So this is what I'm saying. So if
it's true for everyone, we don't know.
Correct. There's such thing as projecting onto somebody else. So let's say this is what people mean by, I don't want to hang around negative people. If I'm sitting here all day and I'm crying all day.
Yes.
And you started your day happy. I'm projecting my feelings onto you. And I would say 9 times out of 10, by the end of the day, you're not going to be feeling so happy.
Right. I'm going to be sad. Right. Because it's a Debbie Downer.
Same thing with when men say that you're the one with the issue. You're the one that has feelings toward your female friends. You're the one that thinks this, and this of females. It's not so much your partner's issue. It's your issue that you have with the opposite sex. That's a trust issue.
It is. But when we were talking about this earlier.
Sure.
About how men particular, way back in time, before whenever. That far. Okay. Yes. Thank you for clarifying that.
No problem.
So, so it's in our nature just to kind of, that attraction first. And then I don't know how they smelled back then, but that could have been an issue too of why. And so it's kind of in our nature just to feel that certain way. And I know, but nowadays, of course, you got to have respect and you should at least know better not to actually do that. But it's still in our nature is what I'm trying to say. It does give me the right to actually go ahead and go with my feelings towards that nowadays. But back then, way back then, before you and I or anyone else ever been born, I'm sure that's how it worked.
So it's
am I right?
We're human beings, which we're part of the animal kingdom, and that is the way the animal kingdom works. Is it's very rare that the female is in charge of their species.
Yeah.
Except for the praying mantis.
He'll eat you alive. Munch, munch, munch.
Yum, yum, your head tastes delicious. That's just comeback.
Oh my
Because you imagine if it was a bigger praying mantis.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I feel like we're going backwards a little bit. So like it used to be where women and children were quiet and you were seen and not heard. And a lot of people feel like it should go back that way.
Yeah.
But as a female, there is no way. It's just not. It's not that I'm a male basher. I'm definitely not. You'll find me supporting men just as much as females. It's just we're past that point. Why are we going backwards?
I don't know, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you friends with your exes? Any of your exes? Or, I mean, that's a tough one, but you know. Well, you can think about it. I'm friends with like all of them. I'm not like friends hang out with them.
Well, I guess.
But they're acquaintances. Like I don't have any bitter.
I guess it depends on how the relationship ended and how the relationship was to begin with.
I get it.
So I am not friends with any of my exes, but I've also come to the realization of where I matter and unfortunately, because most of my relationships are with men, where I stand in their lives. And once you analyze that of your friendships of the opposite sex, then you start to realize who's really close in there for you and who's there close to be next to you.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that in the past few months and it hurts.
Yeah.
And is it flattery because people think that you're pretty and want to be close to you? Sure. And all that jazz.
Right.
But you don't matter at a level with somebody where you thought that you were at.
Yeah.
And that's the part that really stinks. And then having to slowly let go because I am not going to force myself into anyone's life.
Yeah. Of course not.
And, you know, people are going to go their opposite way. But I feel that happens with whether it's a female friend that I would have or a male friend that I would have.
Yeah.
I think that just goes based on relationships.
Yeah, you got to define friend too, because are they a friend that's there for you, or is it just you saying it's a friend, or is it an acquaintance now?
There's the key difference.
You know,
friend versus acquaintance. So can you look that up on your phone for me?
I could.
What is the definition between? You want me to do it?
Yes.
What's the difference between?
I can put these on. Because I can't see anything without these on.
What is the difference between a friend and an acquaintance?
Okay, go ahead.
So this is according to Google. So we did not fact check. No. We just went on Google. Said a friend is someone with one whom you share a closer, more personal connection, characterized by trust, mutual support, shared experiences. An acquaintance is a person you know, but your relationship is more superficial and casual without the deep emotional bond in these type of friendships.
Yeah, I got you.
So that's
okay.
So that's the difference between friendship versus acquaintance.
Absolutely.
So I think we all mix those up. Like we technically, a lot of us, most of us have a very small friend circle and a big acquaintance circle.
I agree.
Very different.
Right.
And I'm learning that as well. Like, I know I sound like, what do you mean she's learning? She's learning. Okay, so trauma and PTSD sets you back. So you have to relearn things so you have healthy relationships.
There you go.
I learned it. Yay.
Yeah. Hey, at least you're listening. At least you're learning something.
That's just it.
Because there's a difference. You're going to take the advice. You know, you got to use it.
Right. So it's up to you. So there's a good phrase. This is my favorite one, and I don't even know how old it is, but it is. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it.
Right.
Same thing for everything else. You can help somebody to a point. It's up to them to finish the rest.
Yes.
That doesn't mean I don't think that you should give up on people just like that because they didn't do what you said in a second.
Right.
Like, did they take some form of what you said and now they're trying to work on it? We got to take a look at things because also we're too quick to give up on people.
Yes.
baby steps are baby steps for some of us. You do not know what somebody has gone through.
Right.
And you are not going to sit and listen to everything they gone through. So shut up. Shut up. You don't want to listen, but yet you want to know.
Absolutely.
So
yes,
you don't get to do both. You either be quiet and let these people do what they need to do, or sit and listen and figure out, oh, this is where they're coming from. Like, let's stop being this or that, toward people.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you hit a button there, huh? You gonna be okay? You all right?
Hulking out.
You feel all right? Okay.
This is what I call the mama bear in me. I always have a soft spot for those who don't have a voice for themselves, and I hate when people call them the weaker people.
Right.
Or the disabled or challenged people, because they're stuck and they're trying to figure out what way works for them to participate in the world.
Yeah.
So they might, whatever it takes for them to get there, it might be slower for them to get there.
Right. Some people may not think outside their own box.
Or they can't.
And they just can't.
Yeah.
So whatever, you're a good person. You really are.
Thank you.
And you've been through a lot, and I've said this before.
Yeah.
And I think that we talk real.
Yeah.
And we're talking about real people, and we want to be relatable. I mean,
absolutely. I mean, what's the point in doing any of this?
Right. And sometimes people aren't, they're thinking this, but now we're saying it.
Right. To be a voice. To be a voice. I mean, it's really hard to sit in your own silence.
Yeah, absolutely.
And go over things wondering, am I crazy? If people call me crazy enough, am I crazy? I'm alone all the time. Is it because I'm crazy? Like, no. Sit back and take a look at your life and see what's going on.
Yeah,
like, what's brought you to these spots. And it's as somebody who's been doing this most of her life, it's very hard to get yourself out, especially when you have a pattern that you keep falling back into, where you're listening to toxic information, such as you can't have male friends.
Yes.
And
don't
other
let
BS
anybody say that. I don't
that
care.
people are filling your head with.
Don't let anybody say that. And if you need someone to talk to, you can just always message us, contact us.
Should be the chat button should still be available on Mayo and Moxie.
Absolutely. Yeah. We on mayoandmoxie.com.
I just call myself Maxie.
On mayoandmoxie.com, onto the right side of the page, just look for it says record a voicemail. Record. And you can record us, and then we'll get that voicemail.
There you go. If something you don't like, you should be able to go to our Facebook page, Mayo and Moxie on Facebook. There should be the chat button. If you don't see the chat button, please let one of us know. Yeah. Because we'd like to be able to talk to you.
Once you subscribe to it, you should be able to know.
Subscribe.
Once you're in there.
Share.
Yes, in our Facebook page. So there's a lot of people there.
We're building.
So, yeah, absolutely.
We're building. I'm excited. I mean, now we're TV people.
Yeah.
We're like, we don't want anybody to see us. Let's just do a podcast on radio. Hey, let's film that podcast. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, let's put it on TV. Great.
That's great.
So that's how we've built.
We're moving.
We're moving.
And we're doing a lot of live stuff too. And different, places.
I like it. And the bubble, the latest bubble purchase,
it broke.
None of them worked.
Yeah.
None of the triggers pulled at all. So that was a waste of money. That's why I like to buy hands-on.
Yeah.
Okay. And go to the store. There's something different.
You can try it before you actually.
Right.
It's tangible.
I feel like men just are like, this is what I want. I'm going to buy it. And females are like, I got to touch it. Yes. Let's see when I turn it around. Like, but it did not, neither one.
This is interesting.
This does not work.
This 8-track player is awesome. How does this work?
Exactly. But,
I got you. You rock.
No, you rock.
You rock and roll. You rule.
It's been, and it's continuing to rock is the key, man.
I just want to say too that if someone's in a relationship and either one of you is trying to tell you what to do, there's something wrong. Right? Because to each has to be his own person. Yeah, you can do things together, but you have to do things separately. And there's just because you're looking at, your man is looking at somebody else and vice versa, it doesn't mean that they want them. It doesn't mean that. It just it goes back to where the part where she's attractive. It just it's going to happen.
So
it doesn't mean I want to do anything else with that person because I'm devoted to you.
But what it really comes down to is trust.
Yeah, trust. Trust
either
each other.
You trust your partner. Or you don't.
Yes.
Do I think that somebody has the right to get offended if their guy or their woman is looking at somebody and does one of these?
Yeah, you gotta have an agreement.
I think you can get upset about that. That's called gawking.
Yeah.
There's a difference between cute.
Yeah, right, yeah. If you both are doing it, if you're doing it, I'm doing it.
If you're both like, she's pretty.
Yeah, And it's like, well, he's handsome, and it's like, well.
For example, don't tell me every man and woman weren't talking together about Pamela Anderson and no makeup.
Yeah. She's decided now. Did you see?
Yes.
She's decided not to pursue no more makeup.
No more makeup.
That's it. No more. No matter what she's doing.
So men and women were talking about that together just fine. That was a thing.
Right. But
whatever.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying, and you're going to stick with it.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All you country fans out there.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't.
I'll give you some dose of country someday.
David would be don't let her fool you. She's into dark country. I apparently have a love for some country.
Let's start some goth country.
That's what he's saying. There is a whole thing.
There is, David?
Of goth country.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can't start it.
No, but we can join it.
We can join it. Sure.
Or make it grow.
Absolutely.
I don't know what my style is. I mean, today I'm wearing a cherry dress, so I'm 50s.
You're right.
Whatever. I'm a Moxie.
Yeah.
I'm a Moxie, and you know what? I'm friends with whoever I want to be. Mm-hmm. And I don't.
Absolutely.
And I just want to say, and I'm going to put this out there. I, Moxie, am a safe person. Anybody with any sexual orientation or whatever you want to be, I am there for anyone.
There you go. That's how it should be.
I am acceptant and willing to talk it out with you. And that's that.
It's non-judgmental.
I don't pick sides.
Right.
I don't pick gender sides.
Me either.
I don't pick color sides, political sides.
You can say we.
We just don't.
Right.
So I feel like we're imminent on civil war, and there's a whole group of us that are going to be in the middle between the two of them, going, not my war. Yeah. I love all.
Right.
I just think both sides are messed up.
Yeah.
And I'm a safe person, and Tommy is a safe person, and we are approachable. And that's just that period at the end of the day. Like, man or woman, it's just how we are. Mm-hmm. Because we're real.
And we're Mayo and Moxie.
We're Mayo and Moxie.
Real talk.
All the time.
Real people.
Absolutely.
Right here.
Absolutely.
Mayo and
Moxie.com.
Thank you, Moxie.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been wonderful again.
I wanted to say that it's great that we can get together and have these talks.
Yes.
And still smile about them.
Right.
And let people know that we're here for them, and that, disclaimer, we're not professionals. Right. These are just our opinions.
Absolutely.
Take it or leave it.
It's our life experiences.
Yes.
Okay. And if we experienced it, then we know.
Absolutely.
Right?
All right.
I don't need a degree.
No. I don't need a degree to be like, I got no money. I couldn't pay the electricity. I got shut off. Bam.
Boom. Absolutely.
Got to pay the bill. It gets turned back on.
Absolutely. All right.
Anyway,
until next time.
We'll
see you later, hon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Whenever. Yeah.
I learned it. Yay.